Yeah, it's actually easier to use the JP scroll glitch on Orlando in the Japanese version because you can scroll him from the Night Sword ability, which only costs 100 JP, and it's at the very bottom of his list of abilities to learn. You actually learn abilities in, like, descending order from the top of the list to the bottom of the list, as far as, like, what determines what guests and enemy units learn abilities, so the odds of him not having Night Sword are actually pretty good. The ninja moved to a bad spot, but... Hey, hey! We got double lightning stab.
Wow.
Unfortunately, kind of some bad luck at the beginning, but...
Yeah, the bad comp, but...
Worst comp.
Oh, worse. Amazing.
Yeah, remember? Remember we discussed before? Yeah.
Yeah, you told me. They have to be worse comp to be not killed by lightning stab. I see.
This guy forgot the script.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got this huge pile of notes right here that I scrolled through. Sorry. But it's amazing that both had lightning stab. I think even for Orlando it's pretty rare to have it, right?
Yeah. It's much more common for him to have lightning stab than Agrius, obviously, but both of them having it is just crazy.
$500. Nice.
Ooh, almost got max damage. That would have been nice to see, but not meant to be.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Fortunately, I buy duplicates of all my very, overpowered items, so
What did he steal?
I don't know what exactly he stole, but we're gonna find out after this battle.
That's hilarious.
I mean, can you blame him? I have some very powerful equipment equipped.
Yeah, right. I mean,
I can still use my sword. I can still use my sword. That's all that matters.
That's funny though.
It is.
The chances of him stealing something shouldn't be that high. Like 30-40% maybe if it's something weak, like a helmet.
He's estimated 29%, and he hit it. He hit it. And he stole my thief hat. Go ahead and put that back on.
Yeah. Fortunately, we have copies of all our items, so.
And the battle at Germanus Peak was kind of another filler battle. There's some units out to get us because there's a bounty on our head, similar to Grog Hill, and we beat them up because they were in our way. And this is the last, real battle against undead enemies. Here we're not really going to use too much Phoenix Downs to kill them, just because we have Orlando. And Orlando kills undead units pretty much as well as Chemist with Phoenix Downs, so we're mostly going to use him instead. We are going to use a few Phoenix Downs. Alright, it's worth noting that because we have the Faith Rod equipped on both of my units with Quick, the Quicks on Orlando are pretty much 100%. Ram's Quick isn't exactly 100%, I think it's like 96 or something like that.
96.
But it's good enough odds for us.
would think that would never miss, but...
Yeah. Like, you see a percentage, like, displayed on your screen as 99% or something like that, and it just looks, like, it looks so good. Ooh, nice fire 3. You think you're never going to hit the 1%, you think you're going to live your entire life never hitting that 1%, but if you play the game often enough, one day it will catch you. That's FF2 in a nutshell.
Yeah. Good fight.
Yeah.
Alright, you're gonna have to help me with this name because I know it's familiar, but I don't know how to pronounce it. We've got $1.87 from Relic? Raylock? It's REYLLYOC. Anyway.
Just Ray.
Okay. And the comment is, get the girls some Prifia.
Alright.
And $25 from OMQWAT, whose comment is this emote, which I'm going to paste so you can spam.
Ooh, that is a good emote. Too
Thank
bad the
you
chat's
for
already
donations.
spamming something else.
They're just busy worrying about how evil you are.
Yeah, that seems to be a recurring trend.
Well, maybe the donation was to distract them then? It's all part of your plan?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Alright, I guess we are about to enter Limbury. What are the preparations? Well, do you need Holy Explosion on Orlando? I guess not.
Yeah, we're
Not
going
really.
without Holy Explosion this time. I will not be able to scroll Orlando. It wasn't meant to be.
I see. But you learn move +1, which is
Yeah.
important if you don't, I guess in general in this category, right?
Yeah, you need move +1 for this next fight, no matter what. If you don't have it, you have to set the Germanist boots.
Right.
But I mean,
Yeah.
with Lightning Stab naturally, you don't really need Holy Explosion. It saves times in a few fights, and it is faster to have it, but it wasn't in the cards today. Also, I like how the chat was spamming that emoticon, like during like the last like really intensive menu. Kept me on my toes. I like it. So we made our way all the way over to Limbury, which is actually where Algus from the beginning of the game, if you can remember back that far, is from. Because Elmdor is here, and we think he has our sister. Maybe he does. And he brought his assassins with him. You can learn Ultima in this fight. Like, you're fully capable of doing it now, but, you know. Ideally, you never see Ultima cast on Ramza in a speedrun, ever.
Should have donated for that.
Should have. And it's a pretty straightforward battle. Walk forward, lightning stab, and win.
Yeah, this is only possible if you have move +1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like Elmdor is allied with Formov, and they're definitely up to some no good. I mean, look at them. They're just sitting there menacingly at a table. I believe the conversation here is something like they're trying to revive the ancient evil. I don't think they refer to it as an ancient evil, but like their leader, essentially. The leader of the Zodiac Braves, Ultima. And they need to do that by getting holy stones, creating a lot of blood, using Ramza's sister. There's a lot of details that go into it. But we have to stop them. They're a force of evil in the universe. So coming up is a battle that sometimes people have trouble with. Elmdor is loaded out with all the Genji gear. He has the Genji helmet, Genji shield, Genji armor, Genji gauntlets, and even the Masamune. But I mean, we could just buy all that from the first shop if we want, so really he's nothing special at all. And he's not even going to get a turn, in fact. And just like that, he's down. Orlando is very, very powerful when you give him a Chaos Blade, Twist Headband for 2 more attack power, and the Robe of Lords, which gives him 2 more physical attack power as well. And he still has the Bracer on at this point in the game, which gives him another 3 attack power.
Oh boy.
The metal slimes are here, man. They're here.
Yeah.
They're here in
And
full
they come-
force.
They
They're in
come
full
in all
force.
colors.
All colors of the rainbow. Well, Elmdor hadn't had enough, you know. First he got stabbed at Sandrat's cellar all the way back to the beginning of the game. Then we beat up one of his assassins on the roof. Then we beat up his assassins outside of his house. Then we lightning stabbed him in the face for 660 damage. But he still hasn't had enough, so, you know, he's gonna do what everyone else has been doing and just transform into a monster. And he transforms into Zalera, Angel of Death. He looks very menacing, you know, sitting there like a giant shrimp, just floating with his little wings. But he's no match for Orlando.
Yeah. I think this is one of the only Zodiac demons, though, that have no difference in the US and the Japanese version. Is that correct?
Ho ho! Dude, I got the most useless critical in the world. So the reason why that critical is useless is because you're going to kill Zalera in 2 attacks anyways, and damage is capped at 999 in this game, as you just saw. And Zalera always has about 1200, 1300 health, I believe. So, like, you cannot get a more useless critical in all FFT than right there against Zalera. But it's nice that you get to see the damage cap.
This is the first time in the speedrun I saw it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Miliadul.
So you donated
Nice.
for Miliadul, I guess, right?
I did.
You want me to take her, huh?
Yeah.
Even though she's gonna screw up my menus by having equipment I'm not supposed to have, like an Aegis shield? I mean, are you sure
that's the
about
reason.
this?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
That's the reason you should take her.
Alright. Miliadul is with us.
Nice. This is the first part of my plan to screw you over.
Alright, nice. It's definitely working.
Yeah, usually he would just let Miliato go, but I made him take her. I think in both an A categories, though, you would take her right here.
Yes. Yeah, I think you take her in every category except for this one.
Because Agrius is actually useful in this one.
Well, you know, we beat up Elmendor, but we still don't have our sister back, which is sad. I want our sister back. She's cool. But meanwhile, Delita's been up to some no good again, and Olin's trying to warn Princess Ovelia that, hey, Delita might not be the man you thought he was. Earlier on in the run, I don't think I mentioned this, but there was a very touching cutscene between Ovelia and Delita, where Delita promised Ovelia that he would never betray her, how because he lost his sister, who meant the world to him, he vowed to be kind and nice, and not let the same thing that happened to Tita happen to other innocent people. But Delita, I don't know if he actually believes that, because I mean, he changed his getup, and he's apparently now King of Ivalice.
That was fast.
Yeah, just happened overnight. I mean, it kind of makes sense when you kill everyone that stands in your way. It's easy to become king. Technically, he's not king yet because Dysadarg is next in line after Larg to take the throne if Orinus takes the throne. But I mean, you know, it's... I assume he has a plan for that. Probably.
Probably.
It looks like Ovelia has a mind of her own, though. She was listening in on the conversation, and there's a very pivotal piece of dialogue there where Delita said that essentially he doesn't care about anyone but himself. He's gonna do whatever it takes to become king and establish a new world order. And Ovelia's like, man, but he said he'd never betray me or betray anyone. I thought he wasn't a jerk, but maybe he is a jerk. I don't think that'll come into play, though, so not a big deal. Nah. Oh, meanwhile, there is also a subplot with Zalbag, Dysadarg, and Ramza's father. Well, their father, because they're siblings, like way back in the game. Might remember when Ramza had that flashback within the flashback of his father dying due to complications with a cold. Turns out that after some investigative work, Zalbag found out that maybe Ramza's father didn't die from a cold, maybe he died from poison, specifically moss fungus poison, and turns out his brother, Dysadarg, knows a lot about poison, and by going to his father's grave and finding moss fungus mushrooms around it, it pretty much confirms his suspicions that his father was poisoned by his own brother. It's rough. Rough.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's really evil.
Alright,
now for the fun part, though.
Yeah, go ahead and explain this, because this might take a few tries.
Alright, so, our next stop is Agros Castle, which you remember from the start of the game, but it's quite a long distance to get there. However, well, there's 5 green dots in the way, I think? 1,
Yes.
2, 3... Yeah. And like we mentioned earlier, every green dot has a 30% chance to give you an encounter. However, if you try to cross them all at once, the chances of getting an encounter, the overall chance to cross them all at once is higher than crossing them all one by one. So what we're trying to do here is getting over all at once. Essentially, you cannot get an encounter at Mondalia even, I think.
Yes, it
You
is
have, like,
completely impossible to get an encounter in Mondalia Plains if you do this strategy, which is the main reason to do it.
Yeah.
Essentially cutting out the total amount of green dots in the run from 21 to 20.
Yeah.
And you also save time via less saving.
Yeah. The success rate is, I believe, 40%?
It is 40%, yes.
Yeah. So every roughly third try, you should get it. Let's see if we do. Of course not.
No. Like I said, probably going to take a few tries.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, credits to Chessjerk who found that. Chessjerk, I don't think I mentioned before, during this run, but Chesterk is the first person to ever take FFT speedrunning seriously. He has the segmented run on Speed Demos Archive. He's a good friend of mine from the old days. Really, really cool guy. If it were not for him attempting to cross all these green dots at once, like a madman, I never would have done the science to figure out the actual percentages of this to work. Because if you just look at the separate percentages, like, of each green dot, it should be like a 1% chance. But in actuality, it's only a 40% chance, and we're finally through.
Yeah. 4 tries, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
I guess.
And now we're back home at Igros Castle. Stop in and
Indeed.
say hello.
And we're here to kill who?
We're not here to kill anyone. We're just here to get our sister back, and you know, maybe she ran away. Maybe she made it back safely to Igros Castle. That's why we're here,
Huh.
I think.
I see.
I actually legit forget the storyline reason why Ramza goes back to Igros Castle, but here he is. And wouldn't you know it, Zalbag's turned on Dysadarg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason he goes back is because Elmdor told him that Dysadar gets a Holy Stone.
Oh, is it? Alright.
I think it is.
And the text here says, defeat Dysadarg. I think that's what it says. I don't think it says anything else in any other version of the game, as far as I know.
Defeat Dysadar?
Yeah,
That
probably.
doesn't sound right.
Probably.
Oh well.
So this is the first instance of using the spell Demi. Demi is a very powerful ability later on in the game, because Demi works off of a unit's max HP rather than their current HP. Like in other Final Fantasy games, Demi does 1/4 of the unit's HP in damage. Which means if you cast Demi on any unit 4 times, you will kill them. And that's really good for some of the later game bosses.
Okay, and I just got reminded that Milliardol actually tells him about it.
Ah, okay.
And
There
that's
you
the
go.
reason. That's why you take her as well. Or that's why you should take her.
There you go. There you go. And just like everyone else, you know, when in doubt, transform into a monster. Also, it's worth noting that, I feel like I've said it's worth noting like 20 million times during this run, but anyways, Dysadarg has inherent magic defense up and defense up, just like Balk. They're the only 2 special characters to have it inherent, which is why it took 2 lightning stabs to kill him. Oops.
Yeah, this is the power of Demi.
This is the power of Demi. And one more lightning stab to finish him off. So yeah, that battle was very easy, very straightforward. That's what I would have done to the final boss of the game, if you guys hadn't donated for Elmagoose to make up that crazy challenge for me to do. That only he knows. So, I look forward to it, because Demi is pretty boring.
We're pretty close.
You are pretty close, that's right. You have to tell me before UBS 4,
Yeah.
so I can buy extra
guess.
items. Alright, there are only 2 more potential spots to get random encounters. One of them is right here.
Made it though.
Yep.
Alright, it's time to find out if this speedrun is actually legit or not.
Oh, because you want me to use Melee Duel.
That too, but there's a specific generic unit in the next battle that is quite notorious for using some skills.
You mean like the Mediators using Threaten or whatever to lower your Brave?
Not quite, not quite.
Oh, you mean the Geomancer's using card model to petrify your units, right?
That's close, but not quite it.
I think that's all you fight in this battle. Oh, by the way, they killed the High Priest. AKA the unit, the guy they were working for this entire time.
Yeah, they betrayed him, essentially. Yeah.
Alright, just for you, I'll bring Melee Duel to this fight.
But you brought Agrius as well.
Yeah, I brought Melee Duel and Agrius.
Man, I said instead of Agrius.
You know, it's you know, I know English isn't your first language, Elmagoose, so I thought maybe you meant, you know, both of them.
I see, okay, good excuse. Alright.
There's a summoner in this battle too. Maybe you meant the summoner casting like Salamander or something.
That would be epic too, but no. But I'd like to see that. Oh, I wish this would happen, but unfortunately, yeah.
Got him.
Damn it. So yeah, this priest, is it the only unit that can have mass skill from the enemies? I think he can have mass skill unlocked. It's very unlikely for him to use it though, because he needs to learn 2 abilities, and he does not have the J to do that usually. Well, he does have it, but usually he wastes it on other stuff in the calculator class. But there's one instance where we got to see it. If you want to see that, check out Claude's highlights. It's epic.
Funnily enough, my poor muscle memory caused me to use Stasis Sword yet again on Agrius, even though Lightning Set would have killed that Mediator. So maybe it's a good thing I brought Melee Duel.
See, I saved the run right there.
You did. Oh, he has 2 swords. He has 2 swords to attack me with. I only expected 1 sword. Instead, he had 2 swords.
That's hilarious. That's like what, 700 ninja JP?
Yeah, that's a lot of ninja JP.
Nice. The spell is always for stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Good thing I faced the right way. What if that second hit had hit me and criticaled or something?
Alright. Man, you didn't bring Melee Duel. She has extra dialogue too.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't break Agrius in this fight anyways, so I didn't bring Melee Duel.
Alright.
So yeah, Ram's mission kind of turned from beating up the Death Corps to saving the princess to trying to stop the war to saving his sister. Now it's kind of half and half, stopping the church from resurrecting the unspeakable evil, and also saving his sister. And to do that, we have to give up the book we never read, which is the Germanic Scriptures, which, you know, it's a really good book. 10 out of 10 read. But, you know, as luck would have it, it tells you how to get to Muron Death City, which will allow them to revive Ultima. And we said we'd give them the book in exchange for our sister's life, but they're a bunch of jerks, so they're gonna try and kill us anyways.
Get another trap we fell in. Damn. Fortunately, this spell ends to kill one unit.
Yeah, you
Or-
can kill any one of the units in this fight. It's just easy to kill Kletian because he has the lowest amount of HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kletian is the unit in the white robes, Raffle is the one in the blue, and Vormov is the one in the purple. You okay?
You want to know a fun fact? I see the chat say, rolling on the floor laughing. My first nickname on the internet way back in the day was actually Roful.
Really?
Really, yeah. But people kept saying I misspelled it, you know, because rolling on the floor laughing. That's why. That's why I changed it.
I see. And you changed it to Elmagoose,
Originally, I was.
even though you're not
nice,
Spanish.
But yeah, then when I was 14, I think I changed it to Almagoose.
You really know how to pick them, huh?
Yeah. I was young. What can I say?
Well, the church isn't giving up. Like, they're really not giving up. They're sending out these demons. They look pretty evil, and wouldn't you know it, he resurrected our brother, who we thought was killed by Adramelk, but nope, now he's a zombie, now he's after us, and now we have to kill our own brother against our will. Zelbag actually has the Bloodsuck ability, which is an ability that Elmdor had as well, which we didn't get to see.
Very annoying.
Yeah, and Bloodsuck essentially renders your unit instantly unable to fight. It turns him into a vampire, is what the text says. And it'll just target units with the Bloodsuck ability at random. I think it targets the closest unit, actually. And Bloodsuck drains the unit's HP by 25%. If you let this battle play out, Zalbag has dialogue with Ramza about how he doesn't want to fight, how he's being controlled by some other force to try and kill him. But we have no choice. We have to try and beat the game.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, it's time. It is time. So,
For the
ladies and gentlemen, the challenge you all donated for, 13K, that you people sniped, and somehow made it happen. So, while we watch the High Priest die to a sword in the back, feel free to tell me what the challenge is. I'm ready.
Alright, alright. There's quite a few twists to it. So, during this run, we used a lot of time magic. So, naturally, I'm gonna ban time magic. Because
Alright, fair.
we don't need that. We don't need that. Orlando, it feels like he's a bit too powerful, so we're gonna ban Orlando as well.
Alright.
What do we have? What do we have? Well, we got quite a few generics that have the chemist class, right? So I want to see 3 generics in chemist class, I think.
Okay.
And I guess I'll let you choose what kind of class you want on Ramza.
Alright.
And the biggest twist is the final blow has to be dealt with Miliardul.
Really?
Really?
Alright.
I guess that's it. Oh, one more thing. There's one item I'd like to ban, and that's the Seti Emzen.
Oh, come on. You're not giving me the Seti Emzen?
Yeah. That would be too easy for you.
Okay. So, no Orlandu, no time magic, at least 3 chemists, Ramza could be anything, and no City Emzen.
Yeah, Emiliado has to.
Emiliado has to. That's a lot to ask for.
I know, but it's very well possible. I'm sure you're capable.
Alright, let me see if there's anything I need to buy to help me out here.
I can give you one tip. I would buy some potions, probably, just in case.
Yeah. Alright, I can buy 99 elixirs. That'll come in handy. I think I need some remedies.
Probably a good idea.
You know what? I love the Chauntage, and you didn't ban the Chauntage, which grants you auto re-raise. So you know what? We're just gonna buy that. If I can remember what it looks like. I think it looks like this. Yeah, we'll buy 3 of those. 4 of those. Let's see. Maybe some more of these.
Almost must be alive at the end is a bit evil.
Alright, I think... shouldn't need the ribbon. I'll buy some though.
I actually didn't make it too difficult. I could have banned a lot more items, but... eh.
Oh, I know what I can do. Haha! Yes. I get to use the javelin too. Because Emiliado can equip spears.
That's actually the plan I had for you.
Oh, really?
Nice.
You thought
Yeah.
that far ahead.
Yeah.
I think I have everything. Alright, I'm gonna go.
Well, I had a plan for if you didn't take Miliadul if you wanted to be stubborn, but luckily you weren't, so we're good.
Alright, so again, this only applies to the final battle of the game, against Ultima. So until then, I'm just gonna do all the normal strats, and then we'll see if I can do. Oh, Escutcheon too. I should have picked up Escutcheon too.
You forgot a couple of things I did buy in my testings. But
Really?
you should be fine. You should be fine.
Alright.
You should be fine. It's not a hard challenge, like I said.
Alright.
Especially since you can do what you want with Ramza. Hint hint.
Oh, I'll think about that. But first I have to win this fight. This is the last real fight with significant random elements. As it is the last battle against generic enemies. And this is probably the battle where it hurts me the most to not have Holy Explosion, because if I did have Holy Explosion, I'd be able to target both of those knights up top at once, because Holy Explosion hits in a line, whereas all my other sword skills only hit a small AoE around the target. And pretty straightforward fight. Very good luck. Fortunately, I got quite a few randoms. Did I actually dig any randoms? I can't remember. But I had to do the shopping and whatnot just to make sure I knew what to do for Elmagoose's challenge. And off we go.
Alright.
So this is normally the last fight where you use Agrius. You actually want to bring Agrius here because the next boss you fight, Raffle, has a lot of physical defense. And even the mighty Orlando, with his Chaos Blade and his millions of points to boost his attack, has some trouble killing Raffle. He has auto protect, he has defense up, he has a lot of HP. So instead we're going to use Agrius to kill him. I made Agrius a chemist prior to this battle, and Agrius has best compatibility to Raffle. So we're just going to shoot him in the face a bunch of times with the spell guns. And that should hopefully take him out.
You again didn't bring Miliaru. I'm disappointed.
I don't have enough room. Like, what if all my quicks miss?
Deal with it? You're not getting lucky on the spell gun.
Nah.
It's fine though. Good copy pasta.
Good, great poppy pasta. That's a classic. Yeah, use the quick ability to give units extra turns. That's how Ramza, or Orlando, Agrius have been getting so many extra turns throughout this entire run. Very good ability for no math runs.
Yep.
And just like that, Raffle's dead, and we're heading to Muron Death City to try and stop the ultimate evil and save Ramza's sister.
I like how he was nice enough to take us there though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just opens the gate and lets us on in. I'm trying to think about what I'm going to make Ramza. There's a lot of good choices.
There is. I told you that beforehand, that you have choices with what I have prepared for you, but I guess that's really the interesting part for me, to see what you do with Ramza.
Yeah. There are certainly a lot of good choices.
So why are you removing the equipment right here before the battle?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. So I remove equipment on Ramza and Agrius. I do it on Agrius because I want to pass a unit's... Well, essentially I don't want to take a turn in this fight because you're forced to place a unit into the second formation in this battle. And I want to strip Agrius because then she'll have no speed boosting equipment and then it'll just be Orlando. And he can kill Clutty and I won't have to pass a turn. And also in the fight after this, Agrius is going to serve as bait for the boss immediately after this. So he goes for her instead of a unit I actually care about. And that'll fix the positioning of the boss as well. I take off Ramza's equipment because I want Ramza to serve as bait. Oops. Ugh. against Vormov. And if Ramza doesn't have any speed boosting equipment, Ramza won't get a turn, and there's actually additional dialogue in the battle against Vormov if he does get a turn. So essentially I don't need either of those two units under normal circumstances. And just like that, we kill Kletian. Kletian is kind of a joke boss. In my opinion, he is the easiest boss in the game. Easiest fight in the game, whether it's a speedrun, challenge run, whatever.
The day will come where you die to him.
One day, but I doubt it.
One day.
Highly doubt it.
Almost happened once. That
No,
was
it didn't.
enough already. Oh, dude. Yeah, but fun fact about the time mages, they don't actually have any time magic in this battle.
Yeah, that's a good point. The time mages are
supposed to be
actually,
Lancers.
yeah, they're probably supposed to be Lancers. I was discussing this with Elmagoose the other day. The time mages don't have like any magical abilities learned. They're actually level 8 Lancers. And if you notice, in the battle against Raffle, he has all magical support. And in the battle against Kletian, he has Ninja, Samurai, and then just randomly time mages with no abilities. So they're probably supposed to be Lancers. So, you know, Kletian would be a mage with all physical support, and Raffle would be a physical unit with all magical support. Probably what they intended, but, you know, FFT, who knows?
We'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Bulk actually has a pretty annoying lineup here going.
And yeah, it's our good friend Balk, back from the dead. We thought he was dead at Bed Desert. He actually, I don't know how he got revived. Must have been a Zodiac Zone, even though it wasn't on screen. And he comes with quite the assortment of enemies. He comes with, 4 of the most powerful monsters in the game. He comes with a Chemist, and this Chemist can actually have Elixir learned, because he's that advanced of a Chemist. But, much like every other assassination battle, we head straight for him and take him out.
Yeah, this is probably one of the most interesting battles and challenge runs, though.
Well, see, I haven't been giving enough love to, like, all the units you guys work so hard to name. So, again, big shout out to I Heart Dream Boom, The Hero, Walmart, Everhate, and Chesterk. I couldn't have done it without him.
Indeed.
Well, this is Hashmaloom. This is the second to last boss in the game. After that,
It's time.
it's time.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I'm very excited.
Whew. Oh yeah, when we found Vormov, we found our sister. He was on this airship in the Death City. I mean, where else would he be? And much like everyone else, he's going to transform into a monster. This time he transforms into the mighty Hashmaloom, the lion. Hashmaloom isn't very smart. No matter what category you do of this game, Hashmaloom will always go first, because he's so fast. And he always opens by charging a spell on your units, usually Meteor, sometimes Melt, Quake, or Tornado. And those spells take a long time to resolve, so while he takes so long to try and get that spell off, you just kill him before he can really do anything.
And this is why I banned time magic, by the way.
This is another battle where you just win entirely casting Demi and also mid-charging Hashmaloom with Orlando. Also why Orlando is banned.
Yeah. Indeed.
Indeed.
You better save in case you.
Oh, I'm
violate the
saving,
rules.
of course. I think I remembered all the stipulations.
Yeah, I can repeat them if you want to.
No Orlando, no time magic, no steady M's in. 3 chemists. Ramza could be anything. Melee Duel must deliver the final hit.
Exactly.
Alright. I think
Well,
I would.
I guess
What?
it's like self-explanatory that Ramza can be anything but the time age.
Yeah.
Gee, audience, please.
Alright. I think I decided what I want Ramza to be. And I'm just going to keep him as a wizard, but I'm going to give him white magic. I'm also going to learn a few more abilities in here. I think this is raise and this is raise 2. Yeah.
All this safety.
Just in case.
Did not expect that.
Definitely needs this back, this back. I think I want the gauntlet.
Interesting.
Actually, this setup makes way more sense. Yeah,
Dang.
this is the smarter setup. I don't have a good shield. Let's go with the Kaiser plate.
I was excited for Wizard.
Yeah, it's definitely the setup I want in Ramza. Alright, 3 chemists. And we should use the generics, not Alicia. Alicia's bad.
That's kind of the plan, like, you know.
Orlando's banned. I guess Agrius is banned as well.
Yeah. Alright, this is it. I like how you figured out Javelin though. I thought you would oversee that. Alright, we got that going.
Oh, I still have the Grand Helmet. That's good. I'd rather have that over the ribbon. Kaiser plate, why not? And before I forget, I need Elixir. Oh, actually, I already have it learned. But I need a Remedy, which I think is this.
Oh? I guess we'll find out.
Also gonna learn Magic Attack up on this Chemist.
Huh, that's very interesting.
Time Magic is banned.
You actually have jump +1.
Yep. Alright, I think I met all of your stipulations.
It looks like it, yeah.
Think so?
Yeah, no set TMs and... Alright, looking good, looking good.
Actually, I want item on Ramza. Yeah. A little bit of safety here.
You're already way too safe, but it's alright. I can't
Alright,
you.
alright, I think I got it. I think I got it. Alright,
Alright.
let's do it.
Let's do it. I actually lost this battle one time.
Did you?
In my first try. But because I was being an idiot. I don't think you can actually though, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I got 10 minutes to beat it. Technically, I'm gonna go over estimate because we're gonna do JP timing end, where we time at the end. But I think it's all worth it for this fight.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure.
People get to listen to the music. Actually, I'm gonna be quiet.
All right. So we came all this way to save Ramza's sister, and wouldn't you know it, Ramza's sister fused with Sanajora, the supposed son of God, who turned out to be kind of evil, and also the son of God is possessed by Ultima, the leader of the Zodiac Braves, who wants to destroy the world, and they destroy the world because, I don't know, they just hate everything. But fortunately we were able to get Alma out of the body of Sanajora, and now she's on our side.
Do this blindfolded, nice.
Only at AGDQ 2016 if NA no math gets in. I would not suggest this challenge. Well, maybe I would in an in-person marathon. This is a good one though. I like it. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, all my units are so slow because I don't have the steady M's in.
That's the plan.
First things first, let's get Alma back on her feet. We came all this way to save Alma. We should elixir her. Secondly, do we have enough... I think we have enough damage to kill Ultima. Without having to kill the demons, hopefully. Ultima only has about 1200 HP. What is Ultima going to do here, actually? Interesting. Going to go for a spell. I wouldn't recommend that. Especially when I have the Chaos Blade.
That's very interesting because that did not happen in my testing. Nice.
Oh, but the demons are going to get turns. They're going to get turns. That is Hurricane. That deals 1/3 of the unit's max HP and damage, but it's random if it hits. Usually like a 66% chance to hit. But this mid-charge Javelin 2 is going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, 480. And Ultima 1's already dead.
Alright.
Good so
Pretty
far.
nice.
And I'm gonna have to count damage though, and I don't know Ultima's max HP because it's random. But I'm gonna count damage just so I have an idea of what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult.
Alma, our dear sister, is capable of casting Magic Barrier, which grants us auto haste, shell, protect, I think reflect, re-raise, bunch of stuff. Actually, not reflect, regen. Whoops, have mechanic damage. 360, 160, 206, I think. Should also spread out my units just in case, because Ultima 2 has very powerful AoE magic. Alright, what's Sanajora have for us? Sanajora, or Ultima 2's AI, by the way, probably the most random AI in the game. At least I've always thought so. You never know what he, she, it is going to do. $160. $160. $330. Even without the steady Emzen, we are definitely kicking ass, because thanks to our dear sister Alma giving us haste. 206. What's Ultima have for us? Looks like he's caught in a loop where all he wants to do is kill a unit one at a time. That's the Ultima I remember. 320.
It's too bad. Could have done some pretty nasty things to you.
Could have, but you decided to keep it nice. I appreciate that. The people want to see Dragon Quest 3. 160. It's 206. Oh, this criticals. I think he's dead. Nah. I think I can do one more gunshot and not accidentally kill him. Oh, you can tell by his HP that he's already in critical because his HP bar is actually black instead of blue, like every other bar. That means he's just about to die. So I will just go ahead and pass turn Amelia Duel. Ooh, and this is Grand Cross. Grand Cross has a chance of adding many different status effects. And Melee Duel is now petrified, which is
Nice.
why I bought the remedy. But Alma has us covered anyways because she has Death Spell 2, which removes all negative status effects. Thanks, Alma. Oh man, Ultima 2 is not giving up though.
Trooper.
A true trooper.
Nice. Nice. This is what I expected. Perfect.
Alright, this is another Grand Cross. I don't really need this chemist anymore though, so I don't care what happens to her. Alright. Everhate is now a petrified frog.
Sounds accurate.
Sounds accurate. I'm just gonna have all my units over here. So Ultima is forced to come to me. And do something.
I almost thought that was too flawless, but it's nice.
This final hit with Melee Duel thing is making us dangerously close to our estimate.
Yeah, that was like kind of the backup in case the fight did go as it did for you.
Oh wow! Oh, wow! Wow! Alma actually used Wish. For once in her life, Alma actually used Wish. I thought she was going to use her healing staff.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is not looking very
Sleep.
good.
Well, I should have broken the sleep with Melee Duel, actually.
Yeah. That was very unfortunate, though.
I chose to Elixir Alma, though. I think it was the right decision.
Yeah. Ultima's sadly not doing more Grand Cross. It would be epic if the frog delivered the final hit though. Unfortunately,
That would be, but hopefully not.
It. Yeah.
And just like that, it's Melee Duel's turn. Will this kill, though, is the question. And it did! We did it. We'll call that sub 5.
Good job.
Thank you.
Oh my god, that was...
That was a good fight. That was a good fight.
Nice. Congrats.
Thank you. Technically, timing doesn't stop until the end, but for the sake of pretending I went under my estimate, you can go ahead and stop the timer now if you'd like, or keep it going. I don't care.
It's still running, but
Alright,
it
thank
was like 5 hours and 18 seconds when you said yes. So,
Alright.
I'm sorry.
It's fun. It's fun. That was a
It's
good
my
challenge,
fault.
though.
Yeah.
I liked it. And we did it. We beat the game.
Nice.
So JRTA goes to like the end of the credits.
Yeah. I'll tell you guys when to stop timing, officially. But the most important thing of all, and everyone who's watched my streams before know what I'm going to say, we beat the game, and when you beat the game, you have to type a very important message in the chat room, which signifies that a Final Fantasy Tactics run was completed. And that message, of course, is Farlam. Farlam. You can type in English, Japanese. Either one works for me. I'll type it in both. Nice, I'm liking all the Farlams.
That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what a fitting end to the marathon.
I definitely enjoyed it.
So,
Thank you so much for accepting to be our finale.
yeah, we appreciate it. Glad that you were willing to be the finale run.
Yeah, it was a huge honor to actually do this. Like, I'm still in shock that you guys, let me play FFT after I was denied at AGDQ. It really means a lot to me, so thanks.
Glad that we could work it out for you.
Mm-hmm. I like to think I raised some money as well.
Absolutely. I think we raised almost 3,000 during FFT, so that's pretty cool.
It's pretty good.
So what we're going to do, I think, now is we're going to pull in some of the people who helped out throughout the marathon and just kind of give some quick shout-outs. We won't take too long because we realize there's a bonus stream to follow, but we'll give people a chance to kind of just shout things out while the credits roll here. And then we will switch over to Dragon Quest III.
Ooh,
Start off the bonus stream.
can't wait.
So let's see here. Who is on right now that is not in the channel? Just want to make sure that, okay, I think most of the people that are on are asleep or not here at the moment, so.
I asked a bunch of people in IRC if they want to come in.
Okay, well, I'll give them a chance to trickle in. But I guess while that's happening, the first thing that I want to do is just thank everybody who watched, whether or not you donated. There was a lot of people just talking about it on Twitter or hosting the marathon on their channel when they weren't streaming. At one point, we had over 100 people hosting the marathon on Twitch, which is the first time I think I've ever seen anything like that. So it's a really cool feature that Twitch implemented, and we thank you guys for doing that, just to make people aware of the marathon. I want to thank Sino because I worked with him to get the JRTA marathon on the front page all weekend. And I know it's been a pretty packed weekend on Twitch as far as events. So it's cool that we were able to kind of be on the front page alongside some really big events. Thanks to RomScout. He kind of actually first got me in touch with Sino, but also helped with some of the managerial stuff as far as once we did meet our goal, he helped us kind of transition over to the Doctors Without Borders cause, and that transition was pretty smooth, so thanks for that. Let's see, I want to thank the planners. So alongside me we had BJW, Cypher, Cassis B, Use Pizza, Oxwis, Scent, Ivan, Sloop, and Checkers. If I missed a couple names in there, I apologize, but These guys kind of worked alongside me. At first, this went from an idea, and it was kind of joked about, like, hey, this would be really cool if somebody did it, to actually materializing into a full marathon. So couldn't have done it without these guys as far as like scheduling things go, and I appreciate that. Our restreamers, Cassis and Checkers, Sloop, more work was required of you than probably expected when you signed up to do it, and I appreciate that you held it to such a high standard. And I don't know, the consistency of this marathon was really incredible to me. I think the furthest we ever were behind at any point was maybe half an hour. So to keep it on schedule the whole way through was pretty cool. And we even slipped a bonus game in there in the middle with Katamari. Prize donations. Shoutouts to Mecha Richter for the Death and the Hat Hide Pearlers. Hope you're feeling better. I know that you had a busy weekend, so hope you're doing all right. Caleb Hart donated the Mega Man X Hadoken Perler. Thank you for that. And Yig Drizzle donated all of the game cartridge prizes. So I encourage you all to check out Yig Drizzle's store. We linked it in the credits section underneath the stream. You can also email him to see if he's got a game that you're looking for, yigdrizzle@gmail.com. And as far as prizes go, guys, we'll announce the prizes, the winners of the prizes shortly after the marathon, so stay tuned for that. If you were eligible to win a prize, we'll try to let you know. Shoutouts to Citrine for the stream layouts and the artwork. They're pretty awesome layouts, and the mascot as well kind of took over. So I appreciate her for that. And she, again, made those on such short notice that there were some long early morning hours producing stuff for us, so thank you for that. And encourage all of you to check out her artwork as well. And our donation readers, Darkman, Andy, Bonesaw, Cypher, Scent, and Sloop, helping out, reading the donation comments. Thank you. And thanks to all the runners. And this is going to get to be a mouthful, but I'm going to try it anyway. Thanks to Jackifer, Peaches, Shasta, Oxfus, Caveman, Raindrop Dry, Grav, Kiss My Afrocard, Joe D'Amelio, Cosmo, Elenija, BJW, Tonic, Hungry, Used Pizza, Hanage, Sunkier, Alta Biscuit, Pryor, Prinny, Midboss, Nest Kamikaze, Creamy Doodle, Dragon Dart, Half Coordinated, Edenall, Frokenoak, Dark Spine, Sonic, Cards of the Heart, 404 Error, Duckfist, Oxwus, Simmons, Sinister One, Claude Supreme, Akiteru, Caleb Hart, Karibon, Jape, Blecky, Cypher again, Karua, Live Egg, Lee, Miracle T, Dragon Ball Joseph, Reflected the Juice, Scent, Crescent, Heg Spam, Ashy, Ohan, Bucci, Andy, Lively Raccoon, Feasel, Zex, Hag Spam, Azure Hakua, Walkanut, Nacho Scent, Stinger PA, Ohan twice in a row, Matumbro, Punk Doc, Duke, Jorf, Lack Attack, Simple Dude, Ivan, Claude, and coming up next on our bonus as well, Uznair. Thanks to everybody for running and participating in the marathon, and thanks to those of you that submitted games that didn't get in. I didn't realize at first that so many people would submit, but we ended up having to reject about 50% of the runs that were submitted. There were so many games submitted. And I guess lastly, from my perspective, I just want to thank all the donors who made it happen so quickly. It was unbelievable to me, and it still is, that it only took a matter of, I think, close to 8 hours for us to reach our $6,000 goal. We all knew kind of going into this that this is something that the community wanted, and to see it materialize so quickly and to understand that it wasn't just something that we, ourselves selfishly kind of wanted to happen, but that it is something that brought the community together. I think that's really cool. And I'd like to also thank the Japanese speedrunning community. It's just really cool to see on Twitter the reactions to it, because I don't really feel like there's been an event like this that kind of united both communities. There've been attempts in the past, and I hope there will be many more in the future to do things like so thanks to the Nico restreamers who've been restreaming our channel. And I guess I was going to try to come up with a more complicated translation, but I only took 1 year of Japanese and it was a long time ago, so I'll just say arigato gozaimasu and keep it simple. But thanks again everybody for that. And that's it for me, I think, as far as shoutouts go. I think I managed to cover most of the names that were involved. If I missed one, maybe somebody wants to jump in.
Sure, I had one or two I'd like to give out. I'd just like to give a huge specific shout out to Sloop for all of the back end work he did for this marathon. He really kept the stream running and kept things going. And I think the biggest shout out is to Golden. I mean, you came up with this idea, and I fully believe the only reason it was this successful is because of your amazing leadership and drive to get it done.
All right, and real quick, if I can interrupt, super fast. Timing's coming up very shortly, right now. The end. That's the official Japanese timing end that I'm so fond of.
5, 10, 15.
Pretty good considering I lost 10 minutes on Ultima doing the bonus thing. So, pretty good. Pretty good. Considering my start. Alright, continue.
I think we're pretty much done. I mean, has anybody else got any other things they want to add? I don't want this to drag out too much, but I appreciate the compliment sent. I know you guys are just excited for Dragon Quest III, so don't want to hold you at bay. So I guess that's how we do the cards here. Cypher's trying to say something, or maybe there's sirens.
And I want to just, I mean, Golden covered pretty much everything, but I wanted to echo Sent and really thank Golden for putting in so much work over the past few weeks. It was really a delight to be involved in the planning in this marathon. I mean, I didn't do too much in terms of like technical logistics, but seeing Japanese runners attend AGDQ has been a long time desire of mine, and I'm like so excited to finally meet some of them at AGDQ. But thank you everyone for all the support. And I wanted to also echo that the amount of time it took to reach the original goal was absolutely just mind-boggling to me. I don't understand how it happened that quickly. But yeah, thank you everyone.
Yeah, somebody pointed it out in the middle of the marathon that we exceeded the amount of race by classic games done quick, and it never even occurred to me until that was pointed out on Twitter. It's just unbelievable that so many people were willing to donate for this. And I really also want to just add that from a personal standpoint, there's been a long period of speedrunning marathons in the recent past where it just kind of felt like there was a marathon every weekend, and it just kind of never really felt special. And I guess maybe it's kind of a selfish thing because I organized it, but I've been hearing it from a lot of other people too, and just saying that they're excited about speedrunning again or excited about the marathon and had a good weekend. So if you enjoyed it at all or had anything to say about it, I appreciate that you enjoyed our presentation. But I think that's all I have to say. So unless anybody's got some other final words, I think we're ready to switch to Dragon Quest III. Give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want.
They want those metal slumps. They're gonna get them.
Alright, well, thank you again so much for having me. It was a great pleasure, and, I thought I'd do a special treat for anyone still around and crash my game.
Thanks, Claude.
There you go. Always got to end it on crashing the game. If you buy too many items and try and buy over 99, it just straight up crashes the game. So I could think of no more fitting way to end it.
Ended on a crash. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the stream's going to go down. It's going to come back up, and we'll play Dragon Quest III to kick off the bonus. The bonus stream is not going to last more than 12 hours at most, but it will end as soon as we run out of ideas, and we've got a few suggestions already. So we'll keep it going as long as we think we've got some
Golden,
stuff to show you.
we forgot one important part that I just saw in chat.
All right, good. I knew somebody would.
Well, I think you should do it.
Is it? Okay, well, the chat's like scrolling really fast, but I think I know who it is. Can I take a guess?
Yeah, just go for it.
Is it McNuggies 420?
Yes.
Okay, shout out to McNuggies 420. Weed is for the people, oblivion.
Should read this entire... Or you don't have to.
Do you want me to read all of his comments quick? I could do that.
I feel like it's appropriate. Go for it.
All right. All right. So one of our most persistent donors all weekend was McNuggies420, and so I just like to thank him specifically, him or her, whatever the case may be, by reading off all of McNuggies420's comments. We had weed is the future, $10 for Oblivion. Weed is for the people, another $10 for Oblivion. Weed was invented for Cosmo, $10 more for Oblivion. Weed does the thing, Oblivion. Pokemon smoke weed, Oblivion. Mario is the weedest, Oblivion. Weed is spooky, Oblivion. Patrick Stewart smokes weed, Oblivion. Sean Bean smokes weed, Oblivion. Stop right there, criminal scum. Nobody breaks the law on my watch. I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine or it's off to jail. That's all the comments. Thank you, McNuggies420.
Thank you.
And everybody who donated, of course. All right, let's do the thing. Let's drop the stream. We'll be right back. Dragon Quest 3.